China's explosive economic growth over the past few decades has come at a cost. It's now the world's largest greenhouse gas emitter, with a significant reliance on fossil fuels for its energy needs. However, the country's taking steps to transition towards a more sustainable future, with President Xi Jinping announcing plans to make China carbon neutral by 2060. In recent years, China's been making great strides in the photovoltaic industry, setting new records for new installed capacity, household installed capacity, and the proportion of distributed installed capacity. It's become the world's leading exporter of photovoltaic products, with an export value exceeding $512 billion in 2022 alone. Notably, this rapid growth has been driven by government policy guidance and technological innovation, with many enterprises investing in the photovoltaic industry. In this YouTube video, we explore China's position as a global leader in solar energy and the mere scale of its upcoming photovoltaic projects and existing solar portfolio. Setting the world's renewable direction. China's appetite for energy is enormous, and the country has historically relied heavily on fossil fuels, specifically coal. However, China's reliance on fossil fuels is hindering its own growth and the well-being of its citizens, and the country is not energy secure. China has a massive import bill for things like oil and gas, and it also has a long-standing pollution problem, leading to power outages that severely hamper industry. China's taking steps towards a radical transformation by investing heavily in renewable energy sources such as solar power. In fact, China's become the world's largest producer of solar power, and its investments in renewables help drive astonishing price drops across the industry. This led to record levels of new wind and solar installations all over the world in recent years. China's investments in solar power have been critical to its green revolution. Initially, the cost of solar projects was not competitive on a cost basis, but China was able to subsidize the manufacture of key components, ensuring the power that they sell has an attractive rate. This helped push the market into existence, and now it just makes good economic sense. However, while renewable energy sources like wind and solar are growing in China, they still only make up a tiny fraction of China's energy mix today. China is overwhelmingly dependent on fossil fuels at the moment, and within that, power generation is still overwhelmingly coal-based. China is committed to increasing its deployment of renewables and plans to peak its carbon emissions within this decade. From there, they've given themselves another 3 decades to get to net zero, with 80% of energy coming from carbon-free sources by 2060. Scaling like never before. No other country's green transition approaches the scale of China's. China wants to add a lot more solar power over the next few years by building huge projects in the country's deserts. The Tengger Desert Solar Park, spanning 43 square kilometers in the open desert and supplying power to more than 600,000 homes, was built on a never-before-seen scale, earning the impressive title of the world's largest photovoltaic power facility, both in size and production, when it was completed in 2016. With a planned installed capacity of about 3 gigawatts, the project is the result of cooperation between China National Grid and Huanghe Power Supply Co. About 5.8 billion kilowatt-hours of electricity per year and $217 million in income were projected to result from the project. The photovoltaic power plant is part of a larger $14.4 billion project to transmit electricity generated in Ningxia to 6 provincial-level districts in the central Hainan province. Ningxia, being at a high elevation, offers long hours of sunlight, making it one of the provincial-level places best suited to renewable energy projects. The solar farm may be found at Huanghe, which is a city on the edge of Tengger Desert that's located to the southeast. Huanghe City's developed 111 new energy projects over the course of the previous several years, and these projects have a combined installed capacity of 8.27 million kilowatt-hours. Another and more impressive example of China's gigantic scaling of solar projects is the Huanghe Hydropower Hainan Solar Park, located in China's Hainan province. Covering an area of 1,250 hectares, this solar park has a capacity of 2.2 gigawatts, making it the second largest solar plant in the world. It's also one of the most expensive solar power constructions in the world, with development costs estimated to be around $2.2 billion. The park consists of over 7 million photovoltaic panels that are arranged in a series of rows. each one carefully angled to capture the maximum amount of sunlight. The construction of the Huanghe Hydropower Hainan solar park was a massive undertaking, requiring years of planning and coordination. The project was launched in 2016 by the Huanghe Hydropower Development Company, with the goal of creating a world-class solar power facility that would demonstrate China's commitment to renewable energy. To achieve this ambitious goal, the developers of the park had to overcome a number of technical and logistical challenges. One of the biggest obstacles was the remote location of the park, which made it difficult to transport materials and equipment to the site. To address this issue, the developers constructed a dedicated transportation network that included a railway, a highway, and a port, allowing for efficient transport of goods and materials. One of the most impressive aspects of the Huanghe Hydropower Hainan Solar Park is its use of innovative technologies to improve energy efficiency. The solar panels are equipped with automatic cleaning systems that help to keep them free of dust and debris, ensuring that they remain at peak performance levels. In addition, the park features a smart control system that allows for real-time monitoring of energy production and consumption, making it possible to optimize energy use and minimize waste. It's truly jaw-dropping to see what dominant force China's become within the renewable energy industry, particularly in solar power. Their investments and technological advancements have made solar energy more affordable and accessible around the world, and their impact is only continuing to grow. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content on incredible structures and innovative technologies, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks for tuning in with Superstructures.